Greetings mortals, I am of course the FallenShogun and welcome to the Undead Update channel update. Now I don't do these that often because I don't get that many views on them. If I'm talking about the channel and how things are going and only me watches it, there's really no point. I know what's going on, but I thought I'm going to bring them back, talk about the channel, whoever watches. This is going to be a weekly thing done on Sundays, although obviously right now it is Tuesday. Hopefully this video comes out the same day I recorded it. So, updates, channel updates. You may have noticed a lot of random videos have been coming out lately. That's because I was away for a week with a family problem and had to deal with that, and now I'm frantically trying to catch up with the regular series, newer series and games devs want me to do. So I am trying to frantically catch up, so I apologise if things are having issues. That being said, I am still doing Retro Pixel Castles. I am not going to update to Undead 20 because I want that series to continue until I die, which may take a while. We're having fun. That's coming out Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. I am still doing Star Sector. That should hopefully be coming out Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. As you may have noticed last week, there was a lot of issues getting both of those series out on time. We are still doing Space Pirates and Zombies 2. That series may be coming to an end soon, depending on how quickly we're able to defeat the Alpha Zombie, but I've enjoyed that immensely, and that, if it finishes, will be the end of that regular series, unless you want me to do a sandbox mode, which will basically be more of the same, but maybe bigger or more destructive to defeat, because obviously I'll make the zombies a lot harder. So, you may have noticed that the channel has been growing significantly. For some unknown reason, since I started switching to strategy games, I used to be an indie game reviewer channel, people have started finding me, which is a bit weird. I'm not used to people liking what I do. People may say you're crazy, but that's just how I am. I've never liked my own voice, I'm surprised other people do, but we have since very recently just passed 500 and 600 subscribers within the space of a month, which is amazing for me because my usual growth is insignificant, but I appreciate all of those who are new and all of those who are old, who've been with me and who've just found me. So hopefully we'll continue to grow. I will be continuing to do survival and strategy and occasional indie games. Basically anything involving tactics, I will be doing it. That's why there's all sorts of weird games coming out. So as some of you may have known, a game called The Final Station, I recently did that. If that ever comes out as a full game, or even with more things to do, I will definitely be jumping on that as a series because I enjoyed that immensely. Factorio is occasionally still appearing. Not too often, I do enjoy Factorio, that does appear occasionally. Good series to do, quite insane. I have made this level way too hard. There are billions of aliens, so every single thing is a slog of murder, death and industry. Some of you may have noticed War for the Overworld, the campaign. That has been appearing lately. I've been mainly using that to fill gaps when I've not been around. I do like War for the Overworld. I've been in it since very early access because I supported it on Kickstarter. My original computer couldn't run it, but there you go. So I will be doing that occasionally. I may bump that up to a regular series. At the moment it's an irregular series which appears in gaps. But if people enjoy that, I will bump it up to a regular series. You may also have noticed Space Run Galaxy appeared briefly. Now that is very early access, just started coming out. I may be doing a bit more of that because I have updated it a bit more, but that will be a shorter series just to show off the game unless there's some major interest, but I don't know if that's going to be able to stay around for a long period of time purely because of how the game is. It will be the same stuff over and over again unless I can find some newer ship types. Another game you may have just appeared is Endless Legend Multiplayer. Now that stuff was recorded quite a while ago and we've been honestly waiting for one of the players to get back on. There's no point starting a series if one of the main guys has mysteriously vanished, but we'll be continuing with that as and when he gets around. So for now that's an irregular series I'm using to fill gaps until we're able to sit down and record a massive amount. The same can be said of Master Orion Multiplayer. That was the same guy, he vanished, we got 5 episodes of that out and then we had to wait. So if we're able to, we'll be able to continue both of those series. I have more episodes of Endless Legends than I do of Masters of Orion, so that's why that series is currently going. but whenever we're out of that, we will have to see. Now, I was also doing Battlefleet Gothic Armada. I'd like your opinion of that. I haven't brought that up for a while, but I'm thinking of bringing that back. If there's some interest in that, I'll quite happily bring it back, because I was enjoying losing quite badly. But yes, we are thinking of bringing in Battlefleet Gothic Armada. There's also the chance of Warhammer Total War and Hearts of Iron 4. I am looking at both of those. Although I am looking at either Hearts of Iron 4 or Stellaris. Both games are quite big and will take a lot of time, so I'd like your opinion on those. If I bring in one of those, that will have to be a regular series because of how massive it is, or I'll have to hope it just simply peters out or we lose badly. So one of those series is going to come. I would like your opinion on that. If no one sees this, obviously it'll be my opinion I pick at the end, and I don't trust myself. I've met me. Another thing to bring up, I do now do streaming. Usually it is at 5:30 PM GMT time every single weekday for a few hours. It's not always strategy games, because let's face it, I like doing some other things. We've been doing a lot of really rage-like games, Dark Souls, but I do now stream. That is now during the day. And if you ever feel like coming in, there'll be a link in the description. I'm also using the Discord, so if you ever want to just hang out and talk, there's that. Of course, if you troll, you will be banned from it, but the Discord is there for voice chatting, for talking, and just figuring out what's going on and being able to contact me directly. So if you want to go on my Discord, that is also in the description. So to sum it all up, we're bringing back the regular series, we're looking at some newer series, some of which I won't tell you about. I've told you about a couple, and we now have a Discord, and I do Twitch. So yes, that's been the Undead update for this week. There will be another one on Sunday to catch up. So Tuesday the 14th of June, because it's a weird Sunday. I have been the FallenShogun. If you watch this, thank you. If you don't watch this, Ciao for now, people. Bye bye. Next tip, thank you for all the tips. Grab, healing, dissolve. Safely back to the village, banish, spotlight. How do I limbo people again? Oh well, we'll leave that for now. We're slowly growing. Things are getting epic. Missiles. So I'm at a very low stage where even a bloody buffalo might be an issue. I'm not saying it's going to be, but it might. There we go, screw you! Missiles! 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 Whew. So there we go.